Hey everybody, this is Kevin with Kevin's Card Collecting, coming to you today with another impromptu pre-recorded video on baseball cards. Yes, and today we've got another Goodwill bag of cards that I picked up at the local Goodwill, and I could tell just from looking at it that there's a little bit of variety in this bag. It's not going to be all the same brand and year and all that. This first section, at least up to about here, I would say, is all going to be Donruss 92. There's a couple sections in the middle which I have no clue what these are all about. This last section, at first I thought it might have been Donruss 90 because of the red border, but then I flipped it over on the back and it looks like we're going to have some hockey cards. So no offense to you hockey fans out there, but I'm going to zip through these real quick because I'm not a big hockey fan. But the bag did cost me $4.99 at the local Goodwill, and these, traditionally speaking, these bags have given me a lot of Hall of Famers, a lot of All-Stars, a lot of good cards. So I've been pretty pleased with the Goodwill bags. And at the end of this, I am going to crack open a fat pack of 2019 Series 1. More recently, I've been having a lot of luck with this stuff, actually. At first, I'm like, well, I'll just open them up because they're junk and there's not going to be a whole lot of good stuff in them. But I've been pulling a lot of good hits out of these recently, so hopefully the streak will continue. So we'll get to that at the end. But first I'm going to rip into this Goodwill bag and let's see what we can pull out of here. So we'll start off up front here with the Donruss 92. And try not to make a mess of things as the bag falls apart. But let's see what we can get here. And right off the bat, we got a Carlton Fisk. So, you know, not a bad start whatsoever. So we'll put that in our hit pile. We got a Juan Guzman with the Blue Jays, Wade Taylor with the Yankees, Carlos Martinez, Indians, Tom Candiotti with the Blue Jays, Scott Servais with the Astros, Dave Anderson with the Giants. Boom! Tom Glavine, 91 National League Cy Young Award winner. That's a hit. Very nice. Paul Sorrento with the Twins, Dave Hollins with the Phillies, Bruce Ruffin with the Phillies, Danny Tartabull with the Royals, John Vanderwall for the Expos, Randy Bush for the Twins, Ron Darling with the A's, Joe McGrain for the Cardinals, Jack Armstrong with the Indians, Mo Sanford with the Reds, Jeremy Hernandez with the Padres, set that one aside, Dan Howitt for the A's, Matt Young for the Red Sox, John Wetland for the Dodgers, Bob Kipper for the Pirates. And here's a triple Atlanta Braves card. That's a cool one. Pena, Merker, and Wohlers for you Atlanta fans. Little triple Brave card there. Bill Kruger for the Mariners. Shout out to Donald. Jeff Montgomery with the Royals. Marvin Freeman with the Braves. Don Mattingly, there you go, with the Yankees. Put that in our hit pile. Jose Tolentino with the Astros, Kevin Mitchell with the Giants, Kevin Seitzer with the Royals, Scott Cooper, Red Sox. Boom! Tom Glavine, that would be his base card. So earlier we got the Cy Young Award-winning card, and now we pulled his base Donruss 92 card. Very, very nice. Two Glavine so far. Mike Aldretti with the Indians. Kirby Puckett, another Hall of Famer. Very nice. Dale Svoom for the Brewers. Joe Gray for the Angels. Rex Hudler with the Cardinals. Boom! Ozzie Smith, Cardinals, the Wizard, Hall of Famer. Tom Bernansky with the Red Sox. Terry Leach. Gerald Young. Billy Hatcher. Jerome Walton. Neil Heaton. Jim DeShays. Jose Uribe. Dwight Gooden. Chico Walker, Tim Leary, Jeff Nilsson, Will Clark, Sean Dunston, Brent Nackert, Jim Gott, Kirk Dressendorfer, Jeff Innes, Mike Stanley, Rick Sutcliffe, Gerald Perry, John Wetland, I think we already pulled one of those, David Wells, Danny Cox, Sam Militello, rated rookie, Carlos Quintana for the Red Sox, Alvaro Espinosa, Jim Corsi, Jeff Schaefer, Tom Candiotti, Dale Sfoom. So we're definitely getting some duplicates here. Mike Bordick, Frank Viola, Chris Sabo. I'll set that one aside for fun. And Javier Ortiz. So there's our first batch. And right off the bat, we've got like 4 or 5 Hall of Famers, bunch of All-Stars, some very notable players. Okay. I was looking on the back there to see if they were numerically in order, and I saw no order to that. So there's no rhyme or reason to this set, other than they're all the same brand and year. Ricky Bones for the Padres. Put that in my Padre file. Tom Foley for the Expos. Joe Ursulak. Jeff King. Dave Valle for the Mariners. Greg Maddux. Set that one in our hit pile. Andy Mota. Milt Hill. Donald Harris. Ryan Sandberg. I'm telling you, these packs are impressive. Jim Clancy. Wally Ritchie. Randy Myers. Jim Vatcher. Greg Colbrin. Jim Thome. Mark Lemke. Jason Grimsley. Don Slott. Jack Howell. Mike Hartley. Jose Offerman. Ray Sanchez, rated rookie. Hensley Mullins. Steve Lyons. Yorkis Perez for the Cubs. Skeeter Barnes. Love that name, Skeeter. Darren Chapman. Julio Franco. Reggie Sanders, rookie card. Chris Gardner. Hector Villanueva. Bob Zupsik. Roger Mason. Steve Wilson. Francisco Cabrera. Alvaro Espinoza. Jerome Walton. Neil Heaton. Jim DeShays. Jose Uribe. Dwight Gooden. Chico Walker. More duplicates. Tim Leary. Mike Fetters. I'm going to set this one aside. Y'all are wondering why on earth would I set him aside. He is now the bullpen coach for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And he's just an all-around fun guy to watch. So set that one aside for my own PC. Scott Aldred for the Tigers. Carlton Fisk. That's the second Fisk I think we've pulled, right? Yeah. Joe Ursulak. Jeff King. Mike Greenwell. Scott Brocious. Jeff Mutis. Braulio Castillo. Brian Williams. Craig Wilson. And Sammy Sosa. Did not expect to see a Sammy Sosa. Not his rookie year, but guess that's probably his second or third year card right there. But I'll set that one in the hit pile for now. Okay, we're about just a little way, halfway past the halfway point. For Donruss 92. All right, here's another batch. Sean Abner. There's a checklist. Dave Stieb. Sid Fernandez. Mitch Webster. John Cerruti. Jaime Navarro. Jim Lindemann. Rosario Rodriguez. Steve Wapnick. Dan Gladden. Mike Huff. Carl Willis. Ramon Garcia. Sean Berry. Tony Fossis. Dave West. Wilson Alvarez. Jack Doherty. Terry Schumpert. Goose Gossage and Nolan Ryan. Look at that. Dual Hall of Famer card. Very, very nice. That's cool. Joe Hesketh. Denny Neagle. Rich Garces. Melito Perez. Dennis Oil Can Boyd. Kurt Stillwell. Craig Grebeck. Dave Cochran. Rob Deere. Kurt Young. Scott Erickson. Ken Patterson. Mike Maddox, Padre. Set that one in the Padre pile. Lloyd Mosby for the Tigers. Ben McDonald for the Orioles. Another checklist. Dan Wilson. Andujar Cedeno. Mariano Duncan. Ruben Amaro. Jeff Bagwell. National League Rookie of the Year card. Wow. Very cool. Very cool. Jose Mesa for the Orioles. Mike Humphreys. Ray Stevens. Cardinals. Willie Banks. Kurt Schilling as an Astro. Very cool. That's a hit for me. Mark Guthrie for the Twins. Dennis Martinez. Ted Wood. Frank Castillo. Greg Briley. Mike Scioscia. Jamie Quirk. Mark Carrion. Lee Stevens. Another Greg Maddux. It's good to get a duplicate on a good card. Very cool. Milt Thompson. Dave Hansen. Manuel Lee. Joe Bover. Barry Manuel. Phil Plantier. Gerald Perry. Boom. And boom. Tom Glavine. Base card. And Mike Aldretti. See what I mean about these Goodwill bags? They do produce. All right, last batch of Donruss 92 before we go into another style of card. Darren Lewis, Daryl Boston, a couple Daryls, or not, it's Darren and Daryl. Jerry Don Gleaton, Jimmy Poole, Daryl Hamilton, Ted Power, Jim Campanis, Omar Vizquel, Wally Ritchie, Greg Caderet, Anthony Telford. There's that triple again with the Braves with Pena, Merker, and Wallers. Another Will Clark, Daryl Boston, another Jerry Don Gleaton, Jimmy Poole, Daryl Hamilton, Ted Power, Jim Campanis, Doug Pyatt, Gerald Perry. I think that's our third Gerald Perry. John Wetland, David Wells, Danny Cox, Sean Dunston, Brent Nackert, Jim Gott, Gene Larkin, another checklist, our third checklist, Joe Carter, Blue Jay attendance record card. I'm going to set this one aside. He does apparently do TTM, so I'll set that one aside for that purpose. Dave Martinez, the current coach of the Washington Nationals. It's a very cool card. Steve Sachs for the Yankees. Alejandro Pena for the Braves. Lance Blankenship. Kirk Dressendorfer yet again. Jeff Innes or Innes. Mike Stanley. Rick Sutcliffe. Mark Leader. Greg Caderet. Mike Aldrete. Darren Lewis. Sam Militello. Carlos Quintana. Stan Royer. Jeff Shaw. Bob McDonald. 4 to go. Bobby Bonilla. Ryan Sandberg. There to go. Another Hall of Famer. Boom. 2 to go. Geronimo Pena and a Mike Sharperson. So all in all, we got what? A dozen? Oh no, more than that. Well, maybe 15 to 20 Hall of Famers in there. Not too shabby. All right, second batch of cards. You know what? I see that second grouping. These right here, I believe are going to be more Donruss 92. So we will take a break from the Donruss 92 with these Fleer 91s, Ultras. So something a little diverse here. Got Bill Doran for the Reds, Mariano Duncan for the Reds, Billy Hatcher for the Reds, and Joe Oliver. Is this going to be a Reds team set, I wonder? Maybe not, because there's Albert Bell with the Indians. Mitch Webster with the Indians. Greg Swindell with the Indians. Now we got Tigers. Cecil Fielder. Dan Petrie. Tony Phillips. Astros. Andujar Cedeno. Mark Davidson. Mike Scott. Eric Yielding. Royals, we got George Brett. Set that one in the back. Tom Gordon. Jeff Montgomery. Kevin Seitzer. Dodgers, we got Alfredo Griffin. Mike Scioscia. Brewers, Jim Gantner. Mark Knudsen. Gary Sheffield. That's a cool card. Brewers still, we got Greg Vaughn. Now the Yankees, Lee Gutterman. Roberto Kelly. Jim Leyritz. Dennis Eckersley with the Athletics. There we go. And Dave Stewart with the Athletics. So not a bad batch there at all. So getting into our second half of Donruss 92s. Tell you what, before we do that, let me go to these. I believe they are hockey cards. Yes, in fact, they are hockey cards. I may set these aside for somebody in particular that I know likes hockey, but I'll show them anyway. I'm not going to pronounce, I'm not even going to try saying these names. Although these don't look too bad, but I'm sure I'm going to run into some that I'll butcher. Tell you what, I'm just going to, yeah. I ain't doing nothing with these. So, well, actually, I will do something with them for one of my loyal followers. All right, let's cut this stack in half. Whoops. We got a Ricky Jordan, Phillies, John Jaha, or Haha. Another Ricky Jordan, Jeff Reed, Mike Schooler, Tim Cruz, Andre Dawson, Curtis Wilkerson, Greg Swindell, Brett Saberhagen, Frank Castillo, Greg Briley, Mike Scioscia, Billy Hatcher, Kurt Young, Scott Erickson, Lonnie Smith, Dickie Thon, Eric Davis. Boom! I got to ring the bell for this one, guys. That there is a Tony Gwynn. See, why can't we get like duplicates of these cards, you know? That's what you want duplicates of. Archie Corbin, Tommy Gregg, Wally Backman, Bo Jackson. Set that one aside. Mark Langston, Juan Guzman, Wade Taylor, Carlos Martinez, Tom Candiotti, Dale Sfoom, Joe Gray, Rex Hudler, Ozzie Smith, another nice one, Archie Corbin, Andujar Cedeno, Mel Rojas, Barry Manuel, Phil Plantier, Omar Olivares, Jesse Orozco, Mark Langston, and another John Haha, or Jaha, or I don't know. Last batch. Let's put. We've got a lot of duplicates of our Hall of Famers. Let's go for a duplicate of Tony Gwynn. Mark Williamson, Darren Holmes, Gary Discarcina, Gino Petralli, Luis Aquino, Francisco Cabrera, Mike Sims, Randy Velarde, Scott Livingstone, John Wayner, Arthur Rhodes, Cliff Brantley, Jeff Facero, Mark Leonard, Chuck Knobloch, Willie Frazier, Roger McDowell, Chris George, Roger Clemens. I will set that one aside. Benito Santiago, definite hit there. Put that on my PC. Well, yeah. Yes, he's a pitcher, but I also have a designated, or he's a Padre, but I definitely have him as a standalone PC. Dave Otto, Warren Newson. Would love another Gwynn, though, to be honest with you. Bob McClure, Rusty Meekum, Rob Malicote, Craig Shipley, Steve Fry, Glenn Davis, Bob Patterson, Mike Jackson, Gerald Alexander, Bill Sampin, Deion Sanders, that's a hit, Neon Dion, Anthony Telford. We're getting near the end here. A third one of these Braves cards. That's interesting. Royce Clayton, down to the wire. We got a Colorado Rockies card. Oh, okay. It's to honor their expansion team status. So that's kind of cool. And a Frank Thomas. And boom! Look at that, guys. We finished with duplicate Frank Thomas cards back to back. The last 2 cards in the stack, dual Frank Thomas cards. Boom, boom. That's a double boom. And for you Rockies fans, there's a boom for you. All right. Not a bad haul, guys. Not a bad haul at all for $5. Very cool. So, as mentioned earlier, I will finish up this video with a quick break with 2019 Series 1. Let's hope for some last pack mojo, get some fire here. Right off the bat, no relic that we can see, but that's okay. There is a 1-of-1 security card in the back, which I will quickly remove. All right, here we go. 2019 Series 1. Adam Engel for the White Sox. Rick Porcello for the Red Sox. Steven Souza Jr. for the D-backs. That's a hit for me. Followed by another D-back, Jake Lamb. Double boom. That's cool. Jaime Barria for the Angels. Aviseo Garcia for the White Sox. Sal Romano for the Reds. Charlie Blackmon for the Rockies. Jake Bowers, rookie card for the Rays. Future Stars card for Willie Calhoun. I see a gold border coming up here, so we got somewhat of a hit to look forward to here. Willie Calhoun. Brian McCann. Manny Margot of the Padres. Got a Seth Lugo for the Mets. Always Sunny. Sir Diddy shares his expertise. Kevin Gossman with the Braves. Andrew, okay. Next cards are gold card. Andrew Miller with the Indians. And we got a Cesar Hernandez for the Phillies. That's our hit. And, well, let's see. There's like an insert card behind it. It's going to be numbered 1863 out of 2019. So for you Civil War fans out there, there's an 1863 card. All right, we'll set that one back there. There's our Ronald Acuna insert card. JD Martinez, World Series highlights card. Jed Giorgio for the Cardinals. Whit Merrifield for the Royals. Miguel Cabrera for the Tigers. Miles Mikolas for the Cardinals. Matt Carpenter for the Cardinals. Jordan Zimmerman for the Tigers. Another Tiger, Matthew Boyd. Blake Snell for the Rays. Shout out to Bobby Catalano. She roots for him. Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers. Richard Urena for the Blue Jays. Kenley Jansen for the Dodgers. Ken Giles for the Blue Jays. Zach Davies for the Brewers. Ronald Guzman, Future Stars card for the Rangers. And our insert card is going to be Babe Ruth. Not a bad 150 years celebration card. Greatest moments, Babe Ruth with the Yankees. Wow. 1919. Over 100 years ago. Well, actually 100 years from this set, 2019, and this is referring to the 1919 series. That's awesome. So that's pretty cool. So I guess the hit of that pack would be the numbered Cesar Hernandez card. Congratulations to you Phillies fans. Hope you enjoyed it. And hope you enjoyed the whole overall video. It's coming up on 25 minutes, so I won't go any longer, but I did want to crack open that Goodwill. Hoping to get some Hall of Famers, which we did, so we accomplished our goal. So, everybody, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next live stream. I will have a Take It Back Tuesday coming up Tuesday afternoon, so hope to see you all there. Take care and God bless. Good night.